Collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. No about stress. It's not no stressing machine out here in these streets. We're stressing that stress. We're enabling ourselves to gain that inner standing because we're securing the back. Because you know you've got those skills and those abilities. That's that higher wisdom. You've got that values. You're looking at your values. That's principles, moral compass. You're getting that indication. Balanced mind, balanced thoughts, using that intuition. You could be the seeker of pentacles, being creative, caring, nurturing, providing, supporting, assisting, enabling people to be able to grow. That's when you're balanced and you're grounded, you're optimistic, you've got moral compass, you're steadfast. People have got a social awareness of you. They could be feeling, somebody could be feeling at a loss. They may need help, support, care, assistance due to grief and disappointment, blinded to love. Definitely. They could be seeing you're unbreakable, and that's that inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity. Nothing can break me, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Somebody could be saying they be running. That's that perfect match, and following your bliss, you could be running to your perfect match, following your bliss. Take this all as it resonates, because nothing can stop you. I'm all the way up. Aye, you see? And did I just say that? Nothing can stop you because you're making and make me know that my limitations was right. I told you, or your intuitions was right, and you're looking like a butthead. Walk like a butthead, and you are a butthead. You butthead. So these was moving like buttheads. Spiritually blocked, mentally blocked, emotionally blocked. They was coming like beavers. I'm butthead. I got so much things to say right now. I got so much things to say. All of a sudden, they got so much things to say to you right now. Because they're in their thoughts, they're in their feelings, because they're feeling that loss, it's grief, they're lamentating, they want to tell you about when they went down to Babylon and all these people that was corrupting them. They was sinning, they was committing adultery, they got led astray through lust and greed. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise how I was spiritually, mentally and emotionally blocked. Or because I was institutionalized within my mind. I got corrupted. I thought these people had my back, but they didn't have my back the way I thought they was having my back. It was treacherous. Actions diverted. They're seeing now it's imprisons them, even betrays, trusts another. They're looking at the secrets and they're looking at others, the way our people was moving in other countries, and the contrary to their aspects of their voice and their ways. And when they was blocking or controlling and being stubborn, now they're having to protect their emotions, their thought, because they're having stress and conflict. No one told me. I came with it on my own spirit, with that it speaks with me. So no one told you about it. You had that high awareness to get lost and grief, to release it, evolve, manifest, start speaking about these things. No one didn't tell you. The spirit told you, it showed you. There's nothing couldn't stop you. It was all the way up when you had these indications. Listen to your spirit, because that was Cupid, deep, and it was challenges. And you see those challenges when you had to go through it, and it was love, it was testing, that trial of time, the emotional factor, inner standing, perseverance. That was when you had to go through heartache and pain. Who had that rightful moral compass? Who was being indecisive? Who had that true balance? Because you're looking now, don't shy away, facing those challenges head on, and that will straighten your bond. So they maybe want to be able to straighten that bond. You could be straightening that bond for yourself, that spiritual challenge, emotional challenge, all the things that is in the unknown. When you're taking that action with that arrow, you're gaining clarity, higher awareness, because you have to accept so much things you cannot change and do the things that you can do. Ask the Most High to grant you that serenity, because that's you resting, and it's challenges and letting go of control. And you're able to discover that peace. It's new for new opportunities. You're looking at that present time, and in that moment, you're just moving, following the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road, because you've got so much things to say now. Higher clarity, awareness about the divine, that introspection, about when you're taking these actions, and make sure you're taking that rightful way, because somebody could allure in you and cherishing you now. No one told you. You came with it. And that was your own spirit, and it was speaking to you to get that divine guided action, to listen, to take that action about the things that was in the unknown, move with love, move with joy. That's when you're looking now, because you had to trust in the divine. And that was that inner eye, observing, higher clarity. That was you having that discernment about choices, family members and friends, continues to keep in balance, being true to go towards your success. That was you using that wisdom, your intuitions, when you're serving, and you were able to serve yourself, because you've seen those synchronicities. It was like surprise, yin, yang, push, pull. That's when you have to look, because it's justice going to be able to take place. People see you centric, got a social awareness of you. They're observing you, watching you, social media. You had to accept things you couldn't change when you had to block certain people that was controlling you. You had to be brave. Fire signs, deep Cupid challenge, you seen 6, caring, nurturing, providing, supporting, higher clarity, higher awareness. That's when you're growing. Jupiter, because that's freedom. There you go, I'm looking at these synchronicities now, ready to get into that freedom. You can see you had to free yourself from any stress, conflict, and people was trying to block you because you've seen those deep challenges. You had to embrace it, you had to face it, you didn't trip with it, you had to analyze it, because better to wait for the one instead of being and in a relationship than wanting to be alone. So it's better to be on your own and wait for that rightful one, Cupid's arrow. It's that deep challenge. That's when you have to face those challenges, and then to be on that with somebody in a relationship that you're not wanting to be with, you have to listen to that spirit. Because when I'm with someone and no, that's not the one, I go. So you knew when they're with somebody, it's not the one, you just go. Because nothing can't stop you. You're all the way up. You accept the shit you can't change. That's the Most High God to give you the courage and wisdom for you to know better. Because that was the opportunities. You can see it in this present moment. They're not going to win. You're like the bull going forward. So you accepted it. People aren't going to win. You're that bull. You're going forward. High clarity, awareness, straight into that unknown. 4 of Cups, holding something back from you. So people was holding things back, that love, that relationship, those thoughts, those feelings about the actions that they took. High clarity, awareness. But you had to trust, because you nothing once stopping you. You was all the way up. They was holding back that love. You came and you moved with that love in the unknown. I don't understand how you used to speak twice a day to her. Now you don't. Where's she at? She's wanted. And they can say, was it a lie? Because they're trusting now and observing these people, places, situations and things. Because you don't have any rooms cheaper. So they could be staying in a property, rental, accommodation, 111, 1 room for the night. So they could only afford 1 room for the night. 1, because they're getting that higher clarity about their aggressive passion, controlling, insight, about 2, balance, about feminine energy, love, joy, peace, prosperity, the way they feeling. They could be seeing now growing with that inner standing. They was blocking their self. Now they're having a death and awakening, trusting and observing their emotions, thoughts and feelings because of those synchronicities. They're seeing it was a surprise. No limelight chick. I am the light. So they see those synchronicities now, it's surprising. There's no limelight chick. You are that light. They're getting higher clarity. Accepting what is. So I can now change what is to what was. So you had to accept what is. Now they're changing what is to what was. Joy, peace. Nothing's not stopping you. You're all the way up. You're understanding the process. Because when people start understanding the process, I mean, you have to get into that hierophant. And that's when you start looking back to the mysteries of the story, encompassing your educational skills. Who was in that childlike spirit? What was written? The writings on the wall. Who was there to block you and stop you? What actions? That's when you gain higher clarity. Time. And who was blocking for that time? And that love to be creative for that pentacles. Now they can see the material aspects. That's the mysteries to their story now. Because that's Cupid. It was deep. And when I'm with somebody, I know that they're the one. And they're not the one for you. You just have to go because it's a challenge. 4 of Cups, because there's no love. And you know there's no love. You have to move. You have to know when there's no action, when people are not having no actual energy. You're gaining higher clarity, introspection, no balance, not grounded, no firm foundations, no structures. That's when you have to accept this 4 of Cups. When you're holding on to something back, they was holding back that love because of justice. They could be seeing now caught. Higher clarity, awareness, spiritual, emotional, mental. That's understanding about them, their insecurities, and they was holding on to that love. They've got a social awareness of you now being centric. Somebody could have been holding on to that masculine, being stubborn. Take it all as it resonates. That's when you have to look about Uranus and you want to run towards that freedom because you was rebelling. And then you have to look about the paradigm buster to the mysteries to your story. That's what you was achieving. Looking back to relationships. And that's that yin, that yang, that push, that pull. You have to accept the things you can't change, trust. Because they may be looking for a room now for one night. 229. 4 of Swords. Stress and conflict. in their mind, thoughts and feelings. 16, higher clarity, a tower moment. One night they're looking at their self now, their attitude and the choices that they made when they was indecisive, insecure. 13, they're having a death and awakening. In that one night, that's that heartful transformation. It's like the spiritual awakening. When you start questioning now and praying to the Most High, that truth and that clarity just hits right in front of you, stops you in your tracks at your feet, can't make you move. They leave that room now for that one night because you're accepting what is, so you can now move to what was. That's that temperance and balance, because that's that synchronicities about your thought, truth, Queen of Swords. You standing in your truth, Queen, that freedom to come and speak that truth, give that clarity about certain family members and friends who was blocking you. Geminis, Libras, Aquarius, they've got a social awareness of you. They could be watching you now, identifying, balancing their heart and their emotions. They're connecting back, looking back, because they was holding on to that love. That's okay. Pack condoms. Make sure from they're looking like to be able to decode. So they could have been looking at Cupids. Did they pack these condoms? Make sure you wax downstairs. Was they waxing downstairs when they was having this extra energy? Now they can see who they was having this extra energy with. 11, 15. That was because of fear, extra energies, holding on, childlike spirit, service, who they were serving. 6. You could see they was having a child. They could have had a child. 10, 6. Look back, karmic cycle. Now they're looking again in that balance where they're indecisive about the choices. They may have to go to court in regards to this child, this father. They could be stressed now because it's higher clarity, higher services, judicial proceedings. They could be seeing now that's when you're flighted, detached from emotions. You are my tower moment. I need you by my side. I feel safe when I'm weak. So they can see they're looking back now about the justice of choices. You're their tower moment. They're feeling unbalanced because they're understanding their emotions. They lacked emotions. You come into their life and change them. They can't deal. They have to change. So that's divine balance. It was divine justice. You come and change them because they didn't have compassion. They didn't have love. Third party done spell work. So that third party done spell work. My nose is itching. Clarity on their mind, on their thoughts and their emotions. Connected to your achievements. They want you to fail. So they wanted you to fail. So you wasn't able to provide a service. Like you didn't have balance. 8, higher clarity, social awareness, spell work on you. So you was undecisive, like you lacked love and you didn't have compassion in your heart. But you stayed true to yourself because nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. So they wanted to stop you because you was all the way up. And they understand that no one can't come in, and you know that when the love's not there and it's not right for you, you know how to work away. Honest, real love. Real love. Because you deal with that. I'm talking about that real love with temperaments. Something to set my heart free. Karma. For keeping in the lies. So they're getting karma. Because now they're looking at that real love. They see those synchronicities, karma, backlashes. Because no one told me. I came with it myself. And all of a sudden I'm seeing these synchronicities now. And I was rebelling now on a run towards this freedom. Because they can see that Secret of Pentacles. They may be needing nurturing, caring, surprising. They may need surprising. They may surprise you. Take this all as it resonates. You could be getting surprised. Because you just make sure you're moving in that rightful path. If the love's not there. If the love is lust, what do? You stand in your divine true power. And you just know I am protected by the Most High from certain people who's not rightly guided for you. Because when they're being stubborn in their mindset towards money, lust and greed, you move with balance of mind, balance of thought, you move with love. They're having stress and clarity, stress now because they was holding on for money. They can see there was with a Queen of Pentacles, it was just holding on, relationship, just to hold on for money, for assets, security, a home. It wants so caring, it wants so nurturing. They may now be looking at you and seeing you as part of that 2 of Cups there. Open up now because you came into their life. So you've opened their emotions, their thoughts, awakened their heart and their soul. That higher clarity, I love. That sun, look, that higher clarity, I love, I am. And they can see you are caring, you're nurturing, providing, supporting. Now they're evolving, they're growing, they're achieving, they're honouring you. Looking back. Because connected to you and your achievements. They want you to fail. 9 of Wands. They wanted you to be in that stress and conflict. While they're in that Four of Swords, in their thoughts, in their mind, in their feelings, heartache, pain. They wanted you. They didn't understand about tenacity. Bounce back, bitch. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. That's why they don't like it. Because you got that high clarity. They're having a tower moment. Stress and conflict. 20. Judgment. Pawn. Why? 3. Because of that development. They can see that you're caring, you're nurturing, you've got that steadfast skills, you're empowering. Now they're developing. They thought they was developing. They put some hard work in to block you, but karma for keeping in all those lies. 4 of Swords. Truth about the assets. 5, 14, 15, 19 about who you are. They're gaining clarity now about the actions that they took when they was quickly running towards money, and their quick growth. 5 of Cups, grief, stress and conflict. Feeling left out in that cold. They're having that loss now because they can see you speak that truth. They need to be able to come and speak this truth about this Queen of Swords who was blocking them, stopping them, holding them down for money, lust, greed. All of a sudden they've got to go court. This masculine, they could be gaining that temperaments and balance now. They need to be able to find information, seeking eye clarity, awareness. You could be gaining understanding about this masculine, about their money, structures, who they was working with in regards to this home. 5, they was in that childlike spirit, serving, creating, with that Queen of Pentacles, holding on for money. 5, fire sign, Leo. I am growing. I feel. Now they can feel that love. They can feel stress. They maybe feel stressed now because of their ego. And now they're getting that clarity because that's that high awareness, love, that joy, that willpower, that strength. When they were spiritually, mentally blocked, now they're spiritually, mentally and emotionally blocked. They tried to cause that towards you. They didn't know what they was doing because that was beating yourself up, and that's guilt. So you don't beat yourself up. Never beat yourself up. If you can't deal with stress, it now gonna make it damaging. Bad habits. Smile, relax, enthusiasm, optimistic. You can only do your best. Destructive gremlins don't and are not good to be able to offer. Let here, fuck off. So you let them know. Destructive gremlins wasn't good for you. You could be in this earth sign, cleansing, nurturing, protecting. I am protecting myself because I am brave, I'm caring, I'm nurturing. I act, I am, I grow. So you wasn't able to be able to grow. You let go, but you have that high clarity. In a personal nightmare, I can't be you or do what you do. So you could be that personal nightmare. You have to be the sun, that clarity, that joy, justice. You was balanced. You had to understand to be able to overstand. You was that tower moment. You was like a magician. You was caring, creative. You was a great manifestor, a high priestess. They didn't understand the process. They were stuck in their mind and their thoughts, controlled by the others. They was controlled by others, their ego. They didn't have that grace and mercy. And now they can see all of a sudden, oh, you had that grace and mercy. You was caring. You was stood in your truth. You was a great communicator. They wasn't able to communicate because they were stuck. Gang bang. That's what they could have been doing. One bag of different boom, 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 booms. Cast the net on the right side of the ship. You will find in the right side of the brain, consciously awoke. That's when you get that high clarity. So you casted your net on that right side to gain that wisdom, spiritual wisdom, interconnected with that divine. Kept on moving forward when people was trying to block you. You had that high clarity. You spoke truth, protected yourself. You started getting creative. When you was using your intuitions, you started firing shots, speaking about the way how you feel. When people are blocking you in your security, you're a feminine energy. I wonder why. Curtis Stringers. I'm no angel with my selfish pride, but I love you more every day. Love is an anger that is built up on inside, and that tears of frustration roll down my face. Why does love have to turn out this way? I don't want to fight again tonight about the little things. Please, baby, I just want to find my way back to love, and I'll meet you there, baby. So now they want to find their way back to love. They want to meet you there because they're having this grief, conflict, stress, grief. They want to grow, meet you back with love now too, balance. They want that inner standing. They're saying definitely, because I'm feeling left out in the cold now, and I'm beating myself up with this grief, and it's causing me stress. Four of Swords, taking a break, relaxation, peace, self-reflection, resting. So you may not be resting. You're gaining eye clarity. People was trying to block you, so you was resting, and so you won't rest, so you didn't have that time, so you didn't have balance, so you didn't move with love. But you knew you're a personal nightmare, and you can't be or do what you do, because that's you, the truth, curiosity, witty, chatty, gossipy. That was you seeing the people was like the way how you communicate and finding out the information, the way how you like cross-cultural knowledge, understanding. You casted the information on the right side of the brain, consciously aware. You started gaining words of wisdom, because you was this Queen of Pentacles. You could be seeing this Queen of Pentacles was casting, blocking, trying to stop you. They're getting that higher clarity. They're shocked that you are this Queen of Pentacles. Using it to balance, because that's that generosity and you care and nurture inside is central. And I wonder why Curtis Singer, you're no angel. My selfish pride. You can see people's and angels, 8 of Pentacles. Even the hard work that they was putting in and blocking, dedication. Even when you're moving and grooving, because you're a Queen of Pentacles, caring, creative. You was moving, hard work. 7 of Wands, people's trying to block that, and you had to defend yourself, protecting you, standing your ground. People's trying to cause you grief and stress. 11, you seen that was on a karmic cycle, definitely. They was definitely on a karmic cycle, because this 4 of Swords, it's a 10. Do you? I will do anything for you. That was a 10. It was like it was reversed there. They wouldn't have done anything for you. You may have done anything for them. 14, they lacked balance and didn't have understanding, because they was 15. You make me want to be able to do bad things. They could have been around somebody holding them through fear in the unknown. They may be looking now back, gaining higher wisdom, clarity, listen to their spirit, connecting to their emotions, their heart. I am, I acted, I am. They're feeling now this generosity, wrongful advice. That Queen, they gave them the wrongful advice. They was like an occultist blocking them with their mindset. 15, reach out. So they can say that's hard work now. They've got commitment dedicated to reach out towards you. I never imagined so much perfection. So they're getting that higher clarity, listen to that spirit, that interconnected, that oneness about the choices, the partners. They were spiritually, mentally blocked. Now they're looking back, because that's looking at like diverse places, religions, backgrounds, understanding, judicial laws. They could have gone to court, had a divorce, and you're gaining information in regards to this. It's a tower moment. It's causing stress and conflict due to the fact of the choices. You have to look back. You're understanding it's that world. It's that accomplishment. So you can see that wholeness, that oneness within inside of you. They may be feeling like you're unbothered, because they're unbothered because of that 4 of Swords. That's why we're looking at the resting, rejuvenating, refining, restoring, love bombed. They could have had a side piece, got love bombed with this side piece. They love bombed them. No love, just extra energies for stability. They're walking around with these plastic smiles. Why? Because they can see that breaking cycles. You're breaking these cycles. And they need to be able to do some mirror work, because it's that dark night of the soul when you have to look back to that inner child. You have to do that inner child healing. Because when you know there's boundaries in place, that's when you have to get within that heart and that side. Because it's closure. You could have got higher clarity, walked away, gone towards your Jupiter, towards your north. You could be having somebody new coming in towards you. Take this all as it resonates. Just touching the 4 corners, wheel of fortune, the whole world. So you're touching the 4 corners, speaking, stability, nurturing, enabling people, supportive, passion, creative. That's using intelligence, fertility, healing, cleansing, looking for my missing ingredient. So you could be, they could have been looking for their missing ingredient. I gave him everything. I saved nothing to myself. Like, give me. Not just that. I'm looking at that person no more than 11 a.m. Stop. Men respect what they work for. You're worth the effort. So people, men, they're knowing that you're worth the effort. They upset while stood at the bus stop. Keep driving past. Sharing my abundance comes back in many ways. So when you share, it comes back. Oh. Right, feminine, crime of passion. There was jealous, inside scoop. You can see they've got social awareness of you. see these mountains, they're going around in their thoughts. Throughout the things what they was containing, sustaining. Ants, mount, about this child, disembodiment, and they think to unaliving this child. They can see it's a party. Beach could be significant. B, ache. Cheb, art, tie, tar, and you could be looking at disembodiment, discernment, remember, December, mermaid, take it all as it resonates, and unaliving. Right, this is draining because it's making me fall asleep now. So it says 1-5, good faith, your complete trust. Faith stood in that charity of truth without changing. You was that hollow holiness you can see, and that's that hollow part within, that's that truth. It was harsh, love must be guided, and it's that truth, it's meaningful truths. You're looking credible, and it's capable of trust in your feelings. It's receiving that found few people found those divine feminines and masculines. It was story credible to even looking at persecuting people, even things happen successfully. They could be looking at the karmic and it's orbited from family, friends, claims. Credible. And that's looking now because they see that clarity, kindly organisation. It was set up to provide help, and it was raising money for those in need. Practice to be able to help that wholeness. Voluntary help in the form of money. Those divine feminines and masculines need care for proper support left towards them and you. Let's take these because I'm falling asleep doing this reading. Someone don't want me to get this out because it's making me drain. It's flipping falling, making me fall asleep. PNJ, MPJ, them NPCs, non-player components, your guru, GUN, politicians, people, juveniles, junkies, corporates, corrupted, judgment. Oh, that was a U as well. Another O. The cons, pound for money. O's, could have been G or GS, governments. City UFOs, Palladians for some reason. Pokemon, they're not used as well, spiritual meaning behind that. Another S. Right, I've only got, oh, we do need one more. And that was an S, and we did have a U down at the bottom, so it was Sun, GUN, PUN, Pose, Joss, Soz. Take this all as it resonates. So, go, Joe, KO, okay, Poke, Pot, Poke, Nose. Take it all as it resonates. In your business, that's all people backside do, and the G mental too.